Hello, my name is Monique Copelin. Welcome to my presentation of assignment number 2, a K through 12 virtual school case study. In this presentation, I will analyze the instructional strengths and limitations of Insight Pennsylvania's Cyber Charter School and carefully examine the school's website to see how stakeholders such as potential teachers, parents, and students can determine whether or not the school is a good fit for them. Please note that the primary source of information gathered to conduct this case study came from the Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Schools website. Here's the website just in case you want to go to it. I made several attempts to set up an interview with a staff member from the school. Although I was unsuccessful, I was able to locate several articles and additional resources to give me insight about the school. This information has been synthesized into this case study presentation. Let's look at Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School at a glance. Insight is a tuition-free public school established in fall 2018. The school serves students in Pennsylvania, right here. Those students are kindergarten through 10th grade. And this school year, in the 2018-2019 school year, they intend to add the 11th grade and then 12th grade in 2019 and 2020. So by 2020, the school will be kindergarten through 12th grade. All students must maintain full-time residency in Pennsylvania. The school is governed by an independent nonprofit charter school board with parents in Pennsylvania, Pennsylvanian educators, as well as community leaders in Pennsylvania. The board oversees all school operations and policies. The policies can be found in the parent and student handbook. And some of the policies I would like to highlight is the acceptable use policy, bullying and cyberbullying, and the internet reimbursement policy, which gives specifics on how much money the school is willing to allot per family, depending on how many students are enrolled in the school. We'll take a closer look at this handbook later on in our presentation. Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School has a partnership with K-12 Incorporated, which is the #1 provider of K-12 online and blended learning school offerings. They specifically rely on K-12 Incorporated for curriculum and academic services. Now, let's look at a timeline of how the school got started. The school actually applied or tried 3 different times and got rejected to become a cyber charter school. Back in 2012, the school applied with the Pennsylvania Education Department and was rejected based on ultimate control of the school lying within the K-12 Incorporated and not the Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School. They again applied in 2013, got denied. In 2014, got denied. Specifically in 2014, they were rejected because the education department didn't see how the school was going to help special needs students and English language learning students, as well as there wasn't any financial support and a solid understanding of assessments. The charter school appealed the decision with the state charter school appeal board and lost. Finally, in 2017, the school sued the Pennsylvania Education Department and won and was granted a 5-year charter that it had been seeking since 2012. The mission of the school is to ignite a desire for learning in every student and nurture them to understand their goals and create a clear path to achieve them. How does the virtual school work? Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School has state-certified teachers that provide instruction, guidance, and support and interact with the students and parents via email, web-based classrooms and online decisions, phone conversations, and face-to-face meetings. Teachers work closely with learning coaches, and those learning coaches are either parents or other responsible adults. The learning coaches are required to sign an agreement stating that they will support the child at home. That agreement is found at the end of the student parent handbook. Here's the agreement here. One of the main things that the school prioritizes on the website is that it prioritizes personal, individualized learning. They do this by creating an individualized learning plan created by the teacher to work with the student to make sure the student's lesson plans or meets the student's needs, that the students to monitor the student's progress, as well as incorporate students' interests. And for their high school students, they incorporate college and career aspirations. Let's take a close look at the personalized education that the school provides. I found an article or a dissertation written by Shoemaker in 2018. It was a case study that looked at Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School students and coaches' perspective of how much support the school provides. A 10th grade student with special needs reported this. Like, some of the work I did, I had already learned at public school, but then it started moving on and I didn't know what it was. It became harder and harder because they didn't want to do a problem just to show how it worked right. I had nothing to go by. I would sit there a half an hour on one question. I wouldn't know what to do. Eventually, I stopped logging on. My mom started working a full-time job, but she got my older sister to help me. Without my sister's help, I would have failed my class. This seems to imply that teachers may have a hard time consistently maintaining the individualized learning plan for every student, specifically the portion where they follow up and look at the student's progress. What does the population look like at Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School? Well, according to the data from school year 2017-2018, it seems to be a solution for K through 5th grade students with learning coaches who can commit at least 5 hours per school day, or middle and high school students who have strong work ethic or has a learning coach who can commit at least 20 hours a week. According to Niche School Rankings 2018, the school has 9,058 kindergarten through 10th grade students and has a student to teacher ratio of 28-1. And 15.2% of the teachers being first or second year virtual school teachers. Let's take a look at student support. One of the main running threads that I found on the website was that the emphasis on students getting involved beyond just traditional school day. The school offers more than 50 clubs, including Lego, photography, and college prep, numerous competitions and showcases, and even some online summer camps, mainly for elementary age students. In terms of parent support, there's in-person and online sessions for enrolled families, and there's a learning coach corner that allows parents to participate in live discussions, to ask questions, and support each other. The Insight Public Cyber Charter School has an active social media presence on Facebook, Twitter, and even a YouTube channel. This demonstrates that their dedication to communicating with parents and students and giving them an opportunity to build a personal learning network, which is extremely important when you're looking at virtual schools. I took a closer look at Facebook, and I noticed that it appeared to be very active, and they offered lots of services and events, including a recent music showcase where students were able to post videos of songs they've written and music videos that they produced. Parents also had an opportunity to join a closed learning coach group, and students and parents could join the Insight Fast Team group, which is where the support team, like counselors, career counselors, grief counselors, can help the parents matriculate through any problems that they are trying to overcome. I know there's lots of pictures posted, even from the summertime, of things that they're doing, play dates that they're having with other classmates in the area. Now, what does a day in the life of a student at Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School look like? Well, I found that there are lessons, and they're presented in units with interactive and traditional offline materials for elementary and middle school students, including a box of videos, textbooks, and some hands-on materials that you would typically find in classrooms like microscopes and clay that relate to the lesson that they're doing. The lessons are integrated into 5 subject areas: math, literacy, art, science, and history, and you can choose a world language elective or a music elective. There are assessments at the end of each lesson with immediate feedback after each question and a hint button for assistance. Students can attempt to answer the question as many times as necessary until they get the right answer. Let's just take a look at it. Here's a sample that you can look at on the website. I also found a sample schedule for an elementary 5th grade student, Zachary. They outline the timeline. You can click on each timeline and get a description, a specific description, detailed description of exactly what Zachary does in the school day. There were also some examples for high school and middle school students on here, and a narrated video by each student found here at this link. What does the curriculum look like for high school students? Well, it's 100% individualized learning online, 3 versions on 3 levels for each core subject, and 3 levels of world language. They're adhere to a semester-based approach, and there's an extra program for college prep, which is called Destinations Career Program, and that will begin this school year, the 2018-2019 school year. And the career options fall into business, health science, and information technology. Students can take certification exams upon graduation. Attendance is logged Monday through Friday, and students are expected to do 5 hours per course taken. Students typically take at least 3 courses per semester, which adds up to about 15 hours per week. Now, the whole point of this case study was to analyze the primary source, which is the school's website. So I took a look at the website from 2 different perspectives, the parent's perspective and a potential teacher perspective. Let's look at the parents first. From a parent's perspective, the site was visually appealing, filled with images, calm and cool colors, easy to read text, and tabs that allowed you to navigate the site easily. They offered in-person and online information sessions for registration, basic school information, and clubs and events. Parents are able to view sample lessons and narrated videos of students' daily schedule. They are also able to easily download the school's policy and procedures handbook available on the website. I took some snapshots just of the table of contents just to see, so you can get an idea of some of the content that they covered. Here it is. You can see there's policies for grading, state assessments, and special education programs, as well as admissions and enrollment qualifications, file sharing, grievances, hazing policy, terrorist threats policy, and so on. Potential teacher's perspective. Now, a teacher is easily able to go on the website and look at the grade level courses that are offered with a brief description. The curriculum is based off of Common Core standards. That's good. But there were no specific state or national standards listed on the lesson plans. Vacancies are listed with the description, detailed requirements, and an online system to use for applying and checking your status. However, there were no salary range or benefits listed. That's something I would definitely want to know in order to get a better idea of how it compares to where I'm currently working and where I want to move forward on. Vacancies was also available for administrators and other staff positions. Let's look at it. I contacted a local school office to request an interview. First, I emailed the principal, which was located, his information was located on the website. And then after I received no follow-up, I had called 3 times and left a voicemail with the receptionist. There was some controversy with Insight Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School in some news articles local news articles that I found. The school provides money per student who are enrolled in a free online program. That's taxpayers' money. However, there's a case open right now for the founder, which is await trial for tax fraud, 11 tax fraud and conspiracy charges, with him allegedly using $8 million. The case remains open. However, the school still is open while the founder awaits trial. That's according to Tribe Live 2017. And according to the Pennsylvania Department of Education, 2018 poor performance rates, the school was at a 49.9 performance rate. That indicates that the school has low test scores and little support for students, including math and science test benchmarks and SAT and ACT readiness scores. It's pretty low performing. But also keep in mind that the school has only been open for 1 year. So it does have some room to grow. What are my conclusions? Insight Pennsylvania's Cyber Charter School is a new virtual school in Pennsylvania beginning this past school year with a 5-year charter. The 2017-2018 provided education to over 9,000 K through 10th grade students. It uses a K through 12 Inc. curriculum based on Common Core standards. And the research revealed mixed reviews. 2 notable reviews stuck out to me: the tax fraud allegations based on the founder, and a testimony of a previous student expressing lack of support from his learning coach and teacher. What's next? It will be important for Pennsylvania parents, educators, and taxpayers and community leaders to monitor the virtual school's progress over the next 5 years of its charter to look at how it's progressing. It will be important to look at not just 1 or 2 students' perspectives, but to do a survey consistently to get feedback and make changes. Keeping in mind that student success depends on the teacher, student, and learning environment. Here are my references that I use for this presentation. Thank you for your time, and I look forward to your feedback in Week 8 discussion posts. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.